Hey guys, this is Bubba with Bubbas Garage. Um, I just started this YouTube channel just to mainly go over some of the stuff I'm doing in my shop. Uh, I usually got some pretty cool stuff I like to knock out in here. Mainly some of the junk I do myself. Uh, I do a lot of buying, selling, trading cars, and thought it'd be cool to share some of the junk I've been messing with because a lot of my friends and buddies, my dad, they all keep saying, "Why don't you start a YouTube channel?" Blah blah blah. So here I am, finally gonna do it. But first project I've had for a little minute is my old Toyota here. I traded a Volkswagen Jetta for it. I probably got shafted on the deal, but it's whatever. I wanted to find something I can play in the mud with, mess with it. So I had it for I think a week, and then she ended up throwing a rod bearing. So there's the motor sitting over there. But anyways, I've got a 400 small block Chevy I'm fixing to put in it. I put a little cam in it, put new valve springs and all that, put new head gaskets, re-gasketed the whole motor, put some buckshots on it. But I think it'd be a pretty cool little truck. It's 4-wheel drive, so I think it'd be pretty cool. Something to mess with in the woods. And then about 2 weeks ago, I just picked up this little Blazer. I like little two-door Blazers. They're awesome. I picked it up for $500. Not too far down the road from me. Guy said it needed a hydraulic lifter. So I was like, okay. So I went and picked it up. Got it here at the shop. Got to messing with it. Wasn't running right. So I did a tune-up on it. Put new plugs, plug wires, stripper cap, rotor button, all that good stuff. Got it running on all six. It's 4.3. Got it running on all six, and man, it was a hammer. So I was like, that's not a lifter. So if it is a lifter, it's gonna wear lobe off the cam, and motor's gonna be tore down. So anyways, it's like, screw it, motor's gonna have to be pulled. So in the meantime, while I was pulling the motor, I got to hunting around looking for another 4.3 because I didn't want to rebuild this one. And a good buddy of mine, David Wright, with Wright's Towing, he's got a few junk cars, and he had this little S10 90 model, had a good 4.3 in it. So I pulled the motor out of it, and I got it sitting here on the engine stand. I was pulling it in, or putting it in this morning, and I put it down in there, and it just wouldn't go down in the motor mounts all the way. I was like, what's going on? Me and my buddy, Justin, we just looked at each other like, why ain't this thing going in? The other motor sat down in there just fine. So we got to looking at the other motor that was in the Blazer, and the S10's a 2-wheel drive. We got to looking, and the oil pans are different. The oil pan on the 4-wheel drive, it's deeper in the back, so it can clear the third member. Because the 2-wheel drives, it ain't got a third member that far back. So this is the oil pan that came out of the 2-wheel drive S10. And also I had to put the oil filter relocator on it, on the new motor, because of the dry shaft on the 4-wheel drives right there, they hit if you had a regular oil filter on it. So I had to swap that over. I did everything, got the motor where it would sit down in there. And it just kept hitting right here. And I was like, what's going on? So then I got to looking. I got this oil pan off the other motor. And you can see it's a lot different. So I pulled the oil pan off. I had to swap them anyways, the oil pan. So I got to pull the oil pan off the 4.3 that came out of the Blazer. So I got real curious what was wrong with it, because that sucker was a hammer. So I got her pulled off, checked all the rods, made sure there wasn't no slap in them, and I found one with a lot of slap. She definitely spun her rod bearing. There ain't much bearing left in her, and the cap got it pretty good. The rod's pretty well scalded. So is the crank. I mean, it's probably a fixable motor. Maybe take the crank, get it checked, see if it's cracked or welded and reground to the size of the rod. But I would probably just find a new crank, put in it, so you ain't got to worry about getting it sent off and checked. So that's what I'm doing right now. I don't know if I'll mess with them tonight. It's late. I'm gonna go inside. I got school in the morning and work after that. So I just wanted to kind of go over what my videos would be about. Never really done this before, so mainly just gonna be me messing with my junk and trying to share some cool ideas. But oh, and I forgot about my buddy's car over here. This is a guy who works for my dad. My dad owns Quinn's Chassis Shop. I'm sure y'all have probably heard of it. We've been on Street Outlaws a couple of times. His name's Quinn Shireman. I got the same name. I'm not a junior, though. Just going to clarify that. But this is a buddy of mine's, Valiant. He wants to play with something on the street. So I've got a big block 400 way over there. I sold to him for almost a little nothing. And he's got 4-speed in it. We're going to maybe put a little spray on it. So he's putting I think he said he's going to put this K-member in it. Because the K-member he had was drum brake. He got a disc brake K-member. So I think that's where he's at right now. I think he said he's going to start working on it here in a few days. But it's a pretty cool. He likes his purple valve covers, which I like purple too. I got a purple Mustang, old lunch break. I'm sure I'll probably make some videos about it too. We just got back from Cottonwood, Alabama 2 weeks ago racing JJ and them. It's a pretty cool little car. It does all right on the street and on the track. It kept up with them. I got down to 5 cars in the small tire and I think 7 in the big tire. But my car only fit at 29.5, 10.5, so I was running small tire and actual big tire. So it did all right. It's got a small block with a power glide in it, but it's a pretty nice little small block. It's got quite a bit of spray on it, so she does all right. And then my 65 Dodge, we're just about got it going. We built a new motor for it. I ain't gonna say what it is yet or anything, because kind of really haven't told anybody yet. So, but yes, the orange car is coming back out, and it's gonna be a lot different. When I raced it about a year ago, it had a big block Dodge in it, stock block, junky old Elderbrock heads, and we sprayed the crank out of it, literally threw 2 rods out of it. So it she wasn't liking it. So we set it to the side. We built a big block Chevy for it, and I think that's what we're going to put in it. But that's all I'm going to say on that part, because we can't afford to put a little bit better big block Dodge in it. You get too much in the Dodge stuff, it's just outrageous expensive. So while that was sitting on the side, we built that small block, put it in the Mustang, and we've been playing with it. But now it's gotten to where we're really doing good in the small tire, but we want to do good in the big tire too. And the orange car, the 65 Dodge, it's a big tire car. So that's why we're trying to get it back going. Get it going where we can compete with some of the big tires. Because right now our Mustang is doing good for what it is, but you can only it's only good for so much. You know what I mean? You know, I mean, heck, I got a 10.5-inch wide tire, and I'm going against people with 33 by 15-inch tires. I mean, almost double my gosh dang tire. So there's only so much you can do with a small tire car. So we're we're going to get the orange car back out, start running it pretty good. But anyways, I'm going to upload another video tomorrow of me putting the oil pans back on. I don't know if I'll have them on tomorrow, but I'm definitely going to get the other one cleaned, because where this motor here that spun that rod bearing, it has oil, or not oil, but well, of course oil, but metal everywhere. So it's all in the pan too, and I really need that pan, so I'm probably gonna put an old parts washer over there, get her cleaned up. So I may have to use that oil pickup too, because it's a little different pan. I ain't for sure yet, but I'll figure out something. Oh, and another thing. I don't know if y'all have ever had any of these old Blazers or anything, but the only thing, well, S10s, Blazers, whatever, they're all same thing basically. This one's got a little longer tail end on it. The only thing I'm having trouble is the gauge cluster. My S10 Blazer, it's an 89 model, and it has the digital cluster in it. They only made it for a few years. They stopped making them because they went bad, blah, blah, blah. And that's the cluster I got. I don't feel like rewiring it for the other cluster, so I'm going to have to use this one because that's the only one I got. And I don't want to use that other one, rewiring it. I'm just not trying to spend a lot of money on this truck, just trying to get in it, drive it, sell it, make money. So I got it apart here, and I got to looking around, reading, and here it is all scattered apart. And this is a board, circuit board in it. And I got to reading and looking, and supposedly this diode here, that's the one that goes bad. I think it says 47 UF, maybe 50 volt. And that's what I think. That's what I honestly think went bad. You know, because on a circuit board or something, you can kind of see where your problem is. If you got a burnt spot or something on it, that's, I guess, more than likely your problem. I really don't know. I'm just taking a little guess. But, I mean, I ain't no average dummy. But anyways, what I was getting at there is, see all these other solders here? They're all nice and clean. And then you got them there that's got that burnt and, like, corrosion almost. So, and it's coming from that board that also has that diode on it. I think that's what them are called. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, because I honestly don't. I think that's what it's called. Diode, fuse, something, whatever. But, so I think that's where my problem's coming from, because the only thing that works on it is the middle column, because you've got your gas gauge, your battery, your temp, and your oil pressure, and your tach. And the only thing that I got working is my mile an hour, the turn signals, and my mileage. So the other sides, they ain't working at all. And I got to looking and reading, and supposedly that's what causes it. So I'm just I should have this motor in a few days, so I'm going to need something to check oil pressure and all that with, because I don't want to have to pull another motor out because it's got a burnt rod bearings in it and the oil pressure. So I may even put a mechanical gauge in it. I'm sure there's probably an oil feed plug somewhere on the block I can put a mechanical gauge on. And I may have to do that for now, just to make sure it's got oil pressure when I first start it up. So I got new plugs in it. I got my new plug wires, my distributor cap. I got all that over there to put back in it, all good and new. So I should be good to go. Oh, and I got to change the windshield. Yeah, it has a little crack in it. So, but what I'm thinking is I'm going to take the windshield out of this S10 over here. Supposedly they're the same, so I don't see why it wouldn't work. I'm going to try and take it out and see if I can make it work in my Blazer. So, oh, and another question. I was going to ask y'all if y'all knew how this was supposed to work in the back. On my Blazer, you know, it's got on the inside here. Yeah, I've got it all tore apart to get that cluster out. It's got this little button here that says rear window. Okay, when I had the button or the battery hooked up, I could press that button and I would hear something back here in the back, literally like pounding, like just beating. Like you would push the button and it was like pow, pow. So I didn't know what was going on. I guess it's supposed to be to pop your window or something, but mine ain't working. And the only way to open this back tailgate is you open the gate and then you kind of got to fold them both up and at the same time. So if y'all maybe know how to fix that, I'd like to know so I can get that all fixed up. But I think I gotta put new freaking door pins in it too, because their doors are sagging. But yeah, let me know what y'all think of the old Blazer. I think it'd be a pretty cool ride. I'm just tired of dailying my Cummins. I've got a 2007 5.9 Cummins out there. It's outside. It's my old farm truck. Hauls my race cars around and stuff. So, but yeah, let me know what y'all think I should do to the Blazer. I mean, I'm up for some cool ideas. I know first thing I'm doing when I get the motor in it, I like the Chevy look. It's cool and all, but that S10 over there, it's actually a Sonoma. I love GMCs. I think they're so much cooler than Chevy stuff. They always look better. So I'm going to put that grill in it. That grill and that bumper right there, because I've got them off of the Sonoma right now. So my heat just kicked on. Y'all may hear a little air moving around. But I've got some new tires for the Blazer, some 31 1050s that came off the Toyota that I had on it before I bought these buckshots. So they got pretty good tread. So I think they'll be good for it. I mean, the tires that are on it are cool, but I think it'd be cool with a little bit taller tire, raise it up a little bit, and it's a little bit more aggressive. So it'll do good in the mud or whatever if I decide to take it off-roading. But I'm definitely getting the windows tinted. The back sides, I think somebody's tinted those because they're extremely dark. I'll probably leave them alone. They are very dark. The back window, it's going to get tinted. The two sides, they're getting tinted too. And, of course, I'm going to put a brow on it whenever I get the new windshield. But, yeah, because this one here, it's tinted, or it's not tinted. And you go over here, and you got this purple bull crap on the passenger side. So, I'm going to get them tinted up where they look a lot better. So, but anyways, I just wanted to go over what these videos would be of. I'll probably be uploading videos every other day or maybe every day from here on out. I don't know. Tomorrow I'll probably post a video after I get off work. So, tomorrow night anyways, because I'm going to pull them oil pans off. I guess I need to invest in a tripod or something to hold my GoPro up. Right now I'm using my phone. That's why my camera's real blurry, because it's got a crack right through the front camera. Junky iPhones, they always crack. But anyways, yeah, I guess if y'all know of a good tripod brand or whatever, let me know. I can get one coming. So I think it'd be cool. I could set one up while I'm working or whatever, do a time lapse on. But That, and I'll make some cool videos over at my dad's shop, over there at the chassis shop, when I'm working on the race cars and going on long hauls or whatever. I'll keep y'all updated. But just make sure y'all like and subscribe. Try and get out there a little bit. I think it'd be cool. Make sure you go and like and subscribe my buddy Sketchy's Garage. He helps my dad out a lot in the shop. I don't think my dad could ask for any better help from him. He does a good job. And he's got a cool little deal he's doing over at his garage. Building, I think it's a Camaro. I think it is. I think it's a Camaro he's doing over at his shop. Man, y'all should have seen this car. He's got a video of it. The roof was caved in and everything. I watched them. They got the roof popped back up. He's a really cool dude. And he's also been doing these Quick 8 videos. He's actually got JJ, Birdman, Buster Jr. on there, and a couple others. And he's actually got some more uploading too. I may or may not be one. I don't know. But anyways, y'all go like and subscribe him. Get him out there. He's a pretty cool dude. He's a cool dude. He ain't but 5 minutes up the road. Maybe one day I can go over there and get a cool video of his shop. He's got a really cool shop. He's a little bit bigger than mine. But he does a lot of body work. He's a very good painter. He's getting very good at fabricating. That's what my dad has him do. He comes over and Dad ain't there. He's out making business deals or something. And Scotty's there fabricating up, bending bars, and then Dad would come home, weld them up. But yeah, if y'all don't care, like, subscribe. Go like and subscribe my buddy Sketchy's Garage. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm gonna upload this video tonight, and tomorrow we'll focus on getting these oil pans changed. See if anything else needs to be changed on these motors before I drop them in, or drop the one in. But anyways, peace out.